So I remember as a kid, I used to like take a lot of my action figures and my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and just about anything I can get my hands on when I had to go to the washroom. When I felt like I was going to take a long time in the washroom, I used to like take everything I could and I would like set it up right in front of the toilet. Be playing with like toys and with cards and like creating circumstances as if like I'm just playing in my room. It was almost like out of like a fear that like I'm like going to be wasting my time here, or I don't want to get bored. I want to like capture the most of this moment. I kind of think about that a lot. About that, like the mentality that I took for me to be able to make that decision and what it kind of like means for the generation kind of coming up in general. It is raining. When I started shooting this, I did not think it was going to be raining, but let's take this inside. Okay, so why is this relevant? I kind of want to talk about like modern society's need to capture everything. Like those people like, you know, that hold their phones up at a concert, not enjoying the concert. The joke of that, whenever you go to like any like park or picnic, like, you know, your family starts taking photos, not really like, it seems like they're taking more photos and they're actually enjoying themselves, or like at any event. I don't know if it's you guys, it just might be like my South Asian kind of like family, kind of the culture is like so many photos, right? You sort of feel like they're here to take photos. But I kind of think that like that kind of impulse kind of sits at the same emotional spectrum as my need as a kid to take my toys into the washroom, right? It's like this impulse of like, to like not waste the moment, not waste the things that's happening, to be able to capture it, to be able to hold on to it, to be able to not, to be able to go back to it and not feel like you're wasting it, right? Almost. This innate desire to be able to make the most out of what's happening, right? And in any event, that means taking photos so you can go back to them and revisit the moment over and over again, so you can revisit the memories over and over again. There is a problem there, but I don't think not capturing is the solution. I kind of thought about this a lot, but it's kind of quite interesting because I think that a lot of times those photos that we take, most times they kind of like just get pushed off, right? Like, when's the last time you actually went back and looked at those photos, right? Like, they're like those like old photo albums that sit, right? Like in the back of the closet or like under the bed, just collecting dust. It's this interesting thing, right? Where it's like, you want to be able to capture the moment, but you don't want to not have a moment, right? Because when you're capturing the moment, when you're looking at that photo, you want to be able to remember the event, right? But if the event is just capturing, then what is there to remember? Let's do an experiment, okay? Anyone that's watching right now, first of all, thank you for watching this video up to now. This has been something that I've been thinking about for a while. But I want you to close your eyes for a moment and I want you to remember what happened yesterday. Okay. If you need to take time, you can pause it, obviously, but what happened yesterday? Shouldn't be too hard. It might take like a couple of moments, might take a minute. Then I want you to remember what happened last week. Okay. Like, still takes a little bit, but you can still figure it out. And then you kind of get the idea where it's like, if I then say what happened last month, it's a lot harder to remember. I'm sure if certain events happen, if things happened, it is quite easier to remember. But those are like the bigger memories that are easier to store. I'm talking about almost like the little memories, right? But I found, at least for me, that if I took a photo and if I looked at that single photo, I can remember the moment in detail. And I'm talking about years and years and years ago. I'll show you a photo. So this photo I took at my nephew's birthday, Canada Day. She's born in the same day as Canada Day, July 1st. July 1st? July 4th? No, July 1st. I'm getting American culture way too confused with Canadian culture. I don't know why. I've been home too long. But so this photo is of the fireworks. We went like the closest school to my sister's house. There's like they do fireworks there, or they used to at least. But we went there. We hung out there after. We kind of spent some time with the niece. It was her first birthday. I think that was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't know. No, 2-3 years ago. Not 4. She's not 4 yet. Anyways, I remember this exact moment. I remember the people around us. I remember like the atmosphere. I remember the emotion. It's this that I think is extremely valuable. And I don't mean for just the art of taking photos. I mean, because I think that can be quite niche. I'm talking about to the casual. I'm talking about to the person that's pressing the shutter button a little bit too much. You don't have to be that trigger friendly, but take your photos with intention. Take your photos with the intention of capturing. And honestly, print them out. Like, especially if you're not taking that many, like print them out, put them somewhere. It's those moments that, like, when you look at that photo, you can just click and you can just instantly remember everything that happened. The photo does not have to be perfect to be memorable. So I want you guys to spend the next little bit whenever you guys try to do something, especially because we are in the coronavirus season. We still are in lockdown. At least here we are in Toronto. The new lockdowns just started or it's about to start. I don't know. I've been home this whole time. I've been in lockdown, so it doesn't really make any difference if everything else is in lockdown, at least for me. But I want you to take some photos with intention of this season, because once we pass this season, which we will, knock on wood, you want to be able to remember what happened. And your memories only carry so far. Once you take a photo, it acts like a bookmark in a book, right? Where it's like, sometimes like, if you don't have any bookmark and you read the book and you paused it and you haven't read in a while, you kind of look back, you're like, where was I? Was I here? Was I here? For my readers, you know exactly what I mean. Is you need that bookmark, because then you're able to pull up and you remember exactly where you are. That bookmark is a photo here for your memories. So don't spam the trigger button, like I said. Take it with intention, and those photos will last you a lifetime. Comment below your favorite photo you've taken and the memory along with it. I'd love to read some interesting and beautiful comments about memories and things that you remember really well because of the photo. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that I helped you guys in any way. This was a topic that I've been thinking about a lot, and yeah, I've been trying to take some more photos with more intention. Yeah, you can see my Instagram for some. I haven't posted on my Instagram in a while. I might start posting a little bit more. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Later, peace.